It's beginning to look like another day at Epcot, here at Festival of the Holidays.
Part 2.
Hey.
That's right. We are at Festival of the Holidays, day 2. Today, we are going to do the Candlelight Processional with a dining package at the Creperie.
We'll show you how that works.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful day at Epcot. It's sunny today, and it's hoodie weather. It's so much fun. And you know, we don't talk about somebody. They're talking about him over there, but we don't talk about that guy. But who we might actually talk about and who we are also going to go see today is the Jolly Man himself. Ho, ho, ho.
Our first stop of the day is going to be to meet Santa at the Odyssey building. I'm so excited to meet him.
Ho, ho, ho.
All right, so they've redone the Odyssey building. They've redecorated for Christmas, and it's beautiful here. I love the perspective of the house that's on the walls. It's actually the same house, and if you look, it's from different angles, which is pretty neat. There's gifts on the walls, there's gifts on the floor, there's gingerbread people on the windows and candles and all kinds of neat things. It's pretty cool. This is also a spot you can come and meet Santa. And then there's holiday hearth desserts. You can come get some treats here. It's very festive and I love it. I love your glasses, man. I love it. I love it.
Come on in, my friend.
Yes, brother. Sorry, my hands are full.
That's all right. That's all right. Come on in here. Merry Christmas. Welcome.
Christmas.
And come on in. Let's have a seat. Let's have a chat, shall we? All right. So tell me, what's one thing that we're hoping for Christmas this year?
To be a blessing to other people. That's what we're trying to do.
Always good.
Yeah.
Always good. You can give on to others from yourself and just give freely.
Right. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's always good.
Yeah.
I need more of that.
That's what we're here to do.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate the help.
The Creperie is located in the France Pavilion, right next to Remy's Ratatouille. So today we are going to take the friendship boat over to the Creperie. The friendship boats used to have 2 different routes across the World Showcase, what I'm going to call Lagoon. However, since Harmonious has left, they're down to 1 route, which goes from the entrance to the World Showcase to Morocco/France. I did speak to a cast member, and they did say that they are thinking that Germany will be added as a stop relatively shortly. So we're looking forward to that. The boat ride is very calm, and it's a nice, relaxing way to get across the World Showcase and maybe even save a couple steps here and there. It is worth noting that the Friendship Boat runs every 15 minutes across the World Showcase Lagoon. So if you have a dining reservation at any of the restaurants in the World Showcase and you're running just a tad late, it may be better just to walk. And we have made it to La Creperie de Paris. The Creperie is one of the many dining locations that you can choose for the dining packages for the Candlelight Processional. You can choose there's 1 of 3 options that you can choose from. You can do the prefix menu that includes a hard cider or a non-alcoholic beverage. Or if you want an alcoholic beverage, you can get one of those plus a appetizer and a galette, a savory crepe, or you can do a galette and a dessert crepe. The Creperie is located behind France, right next to Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. At the end of your meal, your server will give you the tickets to the Candlelight Processional, but it's very important to note that if you lose them, they are gone. So hold on to them like they are the most prized possession that you own for the day.
I got the tropical mimosa. It is very alcohol forward. It is not my favorite mimosa I've ever tried because I like more sweet drinks. But if you like to taste the alcohol, this might be the one for you. I do get a hint of the pineapple because it's whatever the alcohol is plus pineapple. But it's pretty good.
So I got the Poinsettia Mimosa, and I am so excited. It is cranberry and champagne, and we spoke to the cast member, and they say that they usually put about 80% of champagne in the glass and the rest juice. So we'll see how this tastes. It is alcohol forward. If you're the type of person that doesn't like to taste your alcohol with your drink, then you can ask the cast member for a little bit more juice to put into it. But it is very good. I can taste the champagne. I can taste the cranberry, the tartness there. I really enjoy this, actually.
So I have a baked potato soup with bacon and croutons. And I'm looking forward to it. It smells so good. Oh. Chef's kiss, as they say in France. Oh my gosh. So this was a very good soup. I am really enjoying it. It's very savory. The soup itself is very bacon forward, which who doesn't love bacon? Oh my gosh, right? So my spoonful that I had there, I got a big chunk of potato and onion, and then the crouton adds a good crunch to it. So I really enjoy this. I would definitely order it again if I was to come here again, and that was the soup of the day. I'm interested to see what other soups of the day. Soup du jour.
For my galette, I got the Savoyard, which has got raclette cheese, caramelized onions, bacon, and an imported prosciutto ham topped on it. I think there's some in there as well. I am very, very excited to try this, and so I have a bite with everything in it. It's so yummy, filled to the brim of goodness. This is so good. You get the creaminess of the cheese, and then you get the onions, those sweet onions as they're grilled, and then you have the saltiness of the ham, the prosciutto. It brings it all together. It is so, so good. This is probably one of the best crepes I've ever had. The cast member did say that it was one of the most popular ones on the menu. And I would definitely come back and get this again. This is just so good.
My galette, it is a poulet. It is chicken, bechamel, cheese sauce, and mushrooms. And it smells heavenly. I'm looking forward to it. The nuttiness of that cheese is very forward, and I'm loving that. These crepes, these savory crepes, have been so tasty. I would order a different one next time, not because this is not good. It's because I want to try different things. But if you wanted to try the poulet, I can recommend it. It is very tasty.
So I got the Palm, which is a buckwheat crepe with caramelized apples and caramel sauce. If you didn't know, apple desserts are one of my absolute favorite desserts. So I'm so excited to try this. It looks delicious. And I have a bite here, and it's ready to go. That has everything in it. And I don't know if you can tell, but there's like little specks of cinnamon there and some caramel. It just looks so good. And it is so sweet. You definitely get the apple flavor, but the caramel makes it really, really sugary sweet. It's still really good. I feel like this needs like a little bit of a crunch, like maybe a nut or of some kind over the top of it, just to kind of help with the texture. If you do not like sickly sweet things, this will not be for you. As it is, I could probably only eat about half of it just because of how sweet it is. But I am loving the apple flavor that I'm getting. And I'm loving the whole crepe itself. It is so sweet. The Candlelight Processional at the Festival of the Holidays is quintessential to the holiday season. It is a yearly tradition that Epcot has during the festival. The Candlelight Processional takes place at the American Gardens Theater across from the American Adventure Pavilion. And it offers shows nightly from 5 p.m., 6:45 p.m., and 8:15 p.m. From November 29th, which was the start of the festival, all the way to December 30th. The show offers different narrators throughout the season. I know Josh Gad opened up the show at the opening night. For tonight, we are here to see Chrissy Metz, which you may know of this from This Is Us, a very popular show.
Please welcome this evening's special guest narrator, Chrissy Metz.
Wow, the crowd showed up tonight. Woo! Is right. If you haven't been here, this is one of my favorite events here at Epcot, and it's super special for me. And if you don't know me, I'm an emotional girl. I apologize in advance. I have tissues. Anyhow, okay, so I'm not sure if you know this, but Walt Disney began the tradition of the Candlelight Procession at Disneyland over 60 years ago. And in the time since, literally millions of guests have enjoyed the Christmas story, the traditional carols, and especially the beautiful music of the holiday season. So to continue this marvelous heritage, just sit back, you're going to enjoy this incredible orchestra and these amazing singers. Let us begin. In the 6th month, the angel Gabriel was sent from God to a city of Galilee named Nazareth, to a virgin who was betrothed to a man whose name was Joseph, of the house of David. And the virgin's name was Mary. And he came to her and he said, "Greetings, O favored one, the Lord is with you." But she was greatly troubled at the saying and tried to discern what sort of greeting this might be. And the angel said to her, "Do not be afraid, Mary, for you have found favor with God. And behold, you will conceive in your womb and bear a son, and you shall call his name Jesus." And it came to pass in those days a decree went out from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be registered. And all went each to his own town. And Joseph also went up from Galilee, from the town of Nazareth to Judea, to the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, to be registered with Mary, his betrothed, who was with child. And while they were there, the time came for her to give birth. And she gave birth to her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no place for them in the inn. And in the same region, there were shepherds out in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And an angel of the Lord appeared to them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them, and they were filled with great fear. And the angel said to them, "Fear not, for behold, I bring you good news of great joy that will be for all the people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, who is Christ the Lord." And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of the heavenly host, praising God and saying, "Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill towards all." When the angels went away from them into heaven, the shepherds said to one another, "Let us go over to Bethlehem and see this thing that has happened, which the Lord has made known to us." And they went with haste and found Mary and Joseph, and the baby lying in a manger. And when they saw it, they made known, and they said that they had told to them concerning this child. And all who heard it wondered at what the shepherds told them. After Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea, in the days of Herod the king, behold, wise men from the east came to Jerusalem, saying, "Where is he who has been born King of the Jews? For we saw his star when it rose in the east, and have come to worship him." And when they saw the star, they rejoiced with exceeding great joy. And behold, the star that they had seen went before them until it came over to rest over the place where the child was. And going into the house, they saw the child with Mary his mother, and they fell down and worshipped him. Then, opening their treasures, they offered him gifts, gold, frankincense, and myrrh. When the wise men had come and gone, and the angels had flown off to spread the good news, a quiet settled over the stables in the little town of Bethlehem. Imagine, alone for the very first time, Mary and Joseph looked down at their beautiful baby, sleeping peacefully in the manger. All at once, the worry, the joy, the bewilderment, and the awe they felt for this tiny child washed over them. In the stillness of the evening, they watched as the baby Jesus slept, listening for the soft sounds of his breath, the quiet air laden with the promise of all he would become on this silent night. For all the miracles of Jesus Christ, the Prince of Peace himself was not only the Son of God, he was also a man. And he walked through this world with love. He didn't have much, but what he did have, he shared, and it became plenty. Food, water, shelter, care. He met the world around him with empathy. Saw hunger and shared the food from his plate. Saw thirst and poured from them of his own cup. Saw sickness and offered his time for their healing. Soothed them with his hands. Jesus found it in his heart to give of himself to the people who loved him, and even to the people who betrayed him, to all people. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. That a baby in a manger could grow to become a man who taught a world of people what it means to love one another. That's the spirit of the season, and it lives inside each and every one of us. The greatest joy of being human is to love one another. And when we share that love, that is the greatest gift of all. Holiday season means something different to everyone. Across languages and customs, we all have traditions that we hold so dear. We pass them down and we share them with one another at every opportunity. Because ultimately the message at the heart of all of our celebrations is a simple one that stands the test of time. Peace on earth, goodwill to all. Is that amazing? I'm like excited. Oh my goodness, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. I sincerely wish you just the best holiday season, a beautiful Merry Christmas, and thank you so much for coming to the Candlelight Processional. Have a good night.
So the Candlelight Processional was wonderful.
Was it Omi Gusta?
It was Omi Gusta. Anyway, and Chrissy Metz was lovely, and she was emotional like we are, so
Yes.
we appreciated that.
When she got emotional, I started crying.
I know. I could feel like, tear up too. Sure.
Right.
It was really good. It was we were talking amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
It would really get you in the Christmas spirit if you're not
will.
already there.
Because even as you were leaving, they're like saying Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, and that just hit me like right there. I was like, okay,
It's time.
it's time for Christmas.
We're here.
It's a wonderful, wonderful show. It is one of Disney's oldest experiences that they have. They started it in Disneyland, and then when Disney World opened, they brought it over here. I absolutely love it. It's going to be a tradition for us, I think.
It really shows the reason for the season.
It really does.
It does.
What I really think is super, super neat is that the choir is actually cast members that work throughout the company. And they go through the selection process, and they get to be able to either get chosen or they'll wait till next year to get chosen. I don't know. But they have this privilege of being in this choir. And I was reading the article on the Disney Parks blog, and a couple of them had said that they don't take it lightly. It's a huge responsibility, and it's a huge privilege to be able to be selected for the choir, and they do such a phenomenal job.
Love that.
It is a beautiful, beautiful experience, and I highly recommend 100%.
And they get blinged out in golden gowns, and
They
it looks
do.
so flippin' cool up
They
there,
do.
man. They look so awesome. So festive, sure, but they look so good.
Yeah, I think you like the long trumpet people.
Oh man, those heralding trumpets.
Those are cool.
Dude, that is so neat.
Yes, I really enjoyed it.
Those trumpets look so cool, and then they sound so good. I used to play trumpet whenever I was in middle school, and then did theater and all that stuff, but man, that was neat.
I mean, I was in the high school band for all 4 years that I was in high school, so it brought me back to the Christmas and the holiday concerts that we would put on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I absolutely enjoyed it. If I could go back to those times, I would, because I miss that piece of my high school was in the band. So I really enjoyed it. Now, what I will say is this. It gets super crowded. Like
It does.
It was crazy Friday when Josh Gad was here, and it was the same exact way tonight.
Which
So-
was surprising. So highly recommend doing some sort of, even the least expensive dining package if you
Right.
can. Also, don't forget that if you forget a dining package, get here early to Epcot and get to, what is it called?
Regal
Regal Eagle
Eagle Steak
Smokehouse.
Smokehouse, yeah.
As soon as they open, make sure you're in line before they open, because that's
They
how
sell
you
out,
would,
too.
they sell out, and they'll have a sign out there that says that they sold out.
Right.
Well, another thing I want to say about the show is that I really appreciate that there's someone up there doing sign language.
Oh, yeah,
The
absolutely.
entire show, throughout the narration and throughout the songs, it was lovely.
Yes.
It was beautiful, even if you don't understand sign language.
Yeah.
You can appreciate it.
All in all, a fantastic, relaxing day at Epcot. And it's beautiful. It was great.
It was gorgeous
The weather was
today.
gorgeous today. So
It's good hoodie weather, and I'm so comfortable right now.
So what I want to know from you guys is, what is your favorite part of the holidays at Disney World? Do you like coming to Epcot for the Festival of the Holidays? Are there other entertainment offerings that you enjoy? Do you like going to the hotels maybe and seeing the gingerbread houses? Just let us know down in the comments what your favorite part of the holidays at Disney is.
Maybe Snope on Main Street.
Oh yeah, Snope at Main Street.
And
You
they've
can't
got
forget
Snope
that.
at Hollywood Studios now
Yes, well, during the party.
during the party.
Yeah. Anyway, so make sure you join our socials. We're on Instagram and Facebook. And then also don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you do not miss any other of our adventures in the coming days and coming weeks. We're so excited to share them with you.
I want to make sure that we wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, a joyous time as much as possible, despite whether that you miss loved ones or whatever, because I know we do, and I know everyone does, but just have the best time you can and hug your loved ones and love your people and be a blessing to people if you can, if you want to, if that's your thing, because it's definitely ours.
Absolutely. Don't forget to be kind to others. Until next time, we'll see you real soon.
Merry Christmas!